What's What's up, everybody? This is Jose with Oakland Latinos United, aka Oakland Latinos Unidos, out here with a new video for you guys to enjoy. So I'm out here on the corner of the sun's right in our face, Hyde and 34th Ave at the Peralta Hacienda Park. And one can say that this land right, this location right here, is the birthplace of modern Oakland in some ways. This used to be this house right here used to be part of the Peralta family. Luis Jose Maria Peralta, I believe was his name, and there were a few other Peraltas as well. And they were basically one of the colonizing families that came from Mexico through the Spanish, conquest of California, the De Anza Trail or the De Anza Expedition in what was that, 1776, I believe. And they were some of the first families that basically colonized this region. This used to all be a lonely territory, and the Peraltas were part of that colonization. They came to the town of San Jose, and then later on, when it became Mexico, most of the missions became secularized, and they gave lands like these big ranchos to the Californios, and the Peraltas was one of the Californio families, and they built this house right here on this rancho that was called Rancho San Antonio, which was actually the original Spanish name of this area. Rancho San Antonio was what Oakland was called before it was Oakland, and that's why the district down there by the Doves and all that is called the San Antonio district. It goes back to those times, but this was the Peralta house. And the original Peralta house was an adobe, but it fell during the earthquake in 18 something, like 1876 or something like that, 1860 something. There was a big earthquake that hit the Bay Area in the 1800s, and it destroyed the original Peralta adobe. So they built this more Victorian style house. And this is all that's left of that California old Mexican history of Oakland. But it's kind of neat that this is here because yeah, you would not expect to find something like this in Oakland. It's unique because I heard a story that the house was actually used as a house for many years until about the 80s, and it was abandoned, and then they redid the whole area and created this park. But yeah, this was the Rancho San Antonio Peralta adobe. This was part of the basically. There's some history right there. It says the first known inhabitants of Fruitvale were the Alonis, of course. In 1820, the Spanish crown gave this land to Luis Peralta, making Peralta Hacienda the first non-native settlement in Oakland. From 1820 to 1897, the family had a rancho at this site until the 1850s, the stretch of El Cerrito to San Leandro. So it was a big rancho. It said Antonio Peralta built the adobes, living with his first wife Maria Antonio Galindo and later his second wife Maria Dolores Archuleta. He built the surviving house after being widowed in 1870. So there's a picture of the Peraltas, Antonio Maria Peralta and his grandsons, 1869. So this has been here more than 100 years, like 100 and almost 50 years. And yeah, it's a long time. But let's walk around the park real quick. So this is the Rancho Peralta, or the Hacienda Peralta Park in the Fruitvale area. So those of you who want to check it out, it's on Hyde and on 34th Ave, past Calvin Simmons or Hamilton. Those of you who are OGs. But yeah, this is a nice park. I come here once in a while. I haven't been here in a minute. I heard something about they want to build more stuff over here, like an extra building. It's kind of windy, so you might hear a lot of distortion. So right here they have like little. So right here they show how life used to be here, little remnants of the California lifestyle when this was a rancho back in the days. This was Ohlone territory, occupied Huchin. They say Oakland used to be a paradise before the Spaniards came, before the colonizers came. It was Native Americans, indigenous, and animals all over the place. The Californians are the ones that brought the cowboy lifestyle to California. And here's this mural show depicts more of what Mexican life was like when this was a rancho. You can see the bay, the rancho, a fiesta. You can see the Native Americans, the indigenous people. But yeah, this is the Rancho Peralta. Ovi, if you guys are ever in the area, come check it out. It's a pretty cool park. It's pretty interesting that it's still here because you know a lot of our history is. Sorry, my recording my live feed keeps getting interrupted. But yeah, there's one of those old ovens where they used to cook like bread and tortillas and stuff back in the days. But yeah, man, this is just a little tour of Peralta Park, Rancho San Antonio, back when California was Alta California, when it was part of Mexico. Just wanted to show you guys this little piece of Oakland history, or Oakland Raza history in many ways, or Oakland colonial history, whichever way you want to look at it, you know, because it's a little bit of all. But yeah, the Peraltas were the first Spanish-speaking family in Oakland, were the first family that came from, you know, from Spain or from Mexico. They were criollos. So yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoy. For the next one, late.